What's going on, everybody? So in this video, I'm going to show you how to get any stranger's attention. One reason that I think a lot of people are afraid of approaching strangers is because they don't know how to get their attention. Their biggest fear is not only rejection, but also not even getting a chance to get rejected because they don't know how to get that person's attention. They don't know how to get them to stop doing what they're doing so that they can pay attention to you and you can say what you got to say. I learned this a long time ago. It was literally about 8 or 10 years ago when I was doing a sales job, and basically at that sales job I was selling DirecTV, like I was selling AT&T, and we would be in Sam's Club. Now no one is walking into Sam's Club to say, hey, I want to get sold DirecTV. Sam's Club is one of those places where you're going in there to shop and you're getting the heck out. It's not a place that you hang out. In some cases, or in most cases, not even a place that you socialize. So the last thing you want to do is get approached by some random sales guy that not only is trying to sell you a different internet, phone, and TV provider, but also get you to cancel yours on the spot. So this was a beautiful experience, and I remember the first day of sales training when they were training us before we would go out and talk to these people. This is the most important part, and I want you guys to grab this. I want you to steal this from me as I stole it from the company and put it into my general life, and it has helped me so much. It's literally a game changer. It's literally a cheat code when it comes to you approaching someone, and even before approaching them, just getting their attention so that they know you're finna talk to them. It turns a cold approach into a warm approach, into a hot approach if you do this correctly. It's two things. The first thing that you do is you wave. Now you notice the way that I did that wave is it's up high. So it's an up high wave. It's not one of these. It's not one of those low waves. You wave. They would always teach us to do that. Now imagine customers coming in, and we were right there in the front of the store. So you didn't get to do your whole shopping and talk on the phone or get exhausted shopping till you drop. You would walk in, they would scan your membership. You would probably take about 10 steps, and there was no way to avoid us because we were right there. It wasn't like you could walk in and then turn to the right or walk in and turn to the left and avoid us. We were literally right there to your left when you walk in. They'll scan your membership, and then we're right there. Boom. Now you have to do the high wave. The reason you do the high wave is so that it catches really everybody's attention, but more specifically the person that you're trying to get, because you're looking at them. It's kind of similar to where if you're driving your car, and I don't know if this happens in your city, but this happens in mine a lot, where someone is down the road and they're coming this way and you're coming the opposite way. One pretty much unwritten rule or unwritten secret is that if someone flashes their lights at you as they're passing and you're passing the other way, that typically means that there's a cop down the road, so you better slow down. They'll just do like a quick 3, 4, 5 flashes, and that just lets you know. And if some of you don't know that and you're like, why do people flash at me? That's typically why. It's because there's some danger, there's some trouble, there's something going on ahead. So they're trying to get you aware of that so you can either slow down or you can get your driving together, you can get more focus on the road. It's just a quick flash. That's the same way when it comes to you waving up high, is that it's just a quick appearance to say, hey, here I am. Just like in the animal kingdom where animals will make themselves bigger if they ever feel a threat. I'm not saying that you should feel a threat or you should try to seem like a threat, but it's something about waving your hand up and looking at that person that you're trying to approach versus waving it low or doing anything like that, because in some cases that looks weird. So that was the very first thing that they taught us, was to wave your hand high. Now this second one is so important. If you just do the wave and you don't do the second part that I'm telling you in this video, it won't work in the case that you would want it to. What I mean is, it'll work to where you can get someone's attention and you may be able to say something to them, but think about it. You're trying to approach someone, and typically if you're a guy watching this, you may be watching this to want to approach a woman. You're trying to approach her, to talk to her, get a better understanding of what type of woman she is, and typically take her out on a date, get to know her better, whatever you're trying to do. When I was in sales, I was approaching people to get them out of their internet, get them out of their phone, get them out of whatever they were used to, and get them to purchase what I got to offer. Right there on the spot. Sunday tickets, NFL TV, NBA TV, HBO, all of these different programs. And it started from this. The second most important thing, and it kind of works simultaneously, is while you're doing the wave, you have to smile. You have to smile. I don't care what your teeth looks like. I don't care if your tongue is in jail. I don't care if you have the most yellow teeth in the world. I don't care if you have no teeth. Let me try to do a no teeth. I can't even do it, but I'm trying to do a no teeth. So I don't care. You have to do this. You have to do this. Do you guys not understand that the power of a smile is transferable? It's just like the power of a yawn. It's just like the power of a laugh. It's just like the power of someone being angry. All of these emotions that you feel inside transfer to the people on the outside of you. So if you are to do these two things, you wave up high and you smile. This video isn't to give you the particulars of what to say when you're approaching someone, because obviously we know every situation is different. If someone is trying to give you the blueprint on exactly what to say, and you go out and try to say exactly what they said, whether it's in a video, whether it's in an audio, but they're giving you the structure, even if it's in a text format, that's not going to work for every single person that you talk to. That's not going to work for your personality. You have to put your own twist to it. You have to put your own spin to it. But this, anybody can do this. You're going to get responses from this. Now, what I want you to do, if you're watching this video and you're thinking, okay, I'm going to go out and I'm going to approach women doing this. I'm just going to go to them and do this and then say, hey, how you doing? Go into a conversation. I want you to stop right there. This is what I want you to do with this information. And even if you're a woman watching this video as well, I want you to do this with everybody that you approach. I want you to do this with everybody that you see. I want you to do this with everybody that you walk by. Why? Because you're going to notice nuances. You're going to notice that people are smiling back at you. Even if you're just saying, hello, hey, how are you? Have a good day. It's going to become a reflex. When I'm going up and I'm talking to someone, and let's just say it's a stranger, I just naturally do this. I don't know really any other way to do it, and I unconsciously do it. I remember I was talking to one of the Patreon bros, and if you guys want exclusive content, click on the link below. So Fresh So Clean Patreon, only $4 a month. And I told him about this, and he was like, bruh, this is a cheat code. It makes it so much easier when I go up and I talk to people, because they already pretty much know that I'm coming. The last thing you want to do is go up to someone, they're not aware that you're there, they're not aware that you're coming up to them. Now you're pretty much creeping out a stranger. You go up to them, you tap their shoulder, and you're like, excuse me, the guard is up, the bubbles are up, the defenses are up. But when you're like a distance away from somebody where they can see you, you can see them, and you're doing this, they're going to wave back at you. They're going to smile back at you. Boom. There's the hook. There's the conversation. It's so simple. And I can't tell you guys how many sales I was able to make just by doing this. Just by doing that part. Now, obviously, there's some level of skills. There's some conversation. There's some calibration. It depends on the person's situation. But this right here is the ultimate cheat code that can help you out so much when it comes to getting someone's attention before you even say something to them on their approach. Subscribe to the channel for more. Peace.